Riverdale was a town where everyone knew everyone. But on July 14th, 2019, its peace was shattered. That summer night, a mystery began that would haunt the community forever. Emily Clarke, a 24-year-old teacher, was the heart of her community. Known for her warm smile and dedication to her students, Emily had everything to live for until that fateful day. On July 14th, Emily didn't show up for work. Hours later, her car was discovered abandoned near the woods. There was no sign of Emily, only a chilling silence. The discovery of Emily's abandoned car was just the beginning. As investigators combed through the area, they found a torn piece of fabric snagged on a low-hanging branch, a potential clue. Forensic analysis suggested it came from Emily's clothing, but its exact origin remained unclear. Days later, detectives uncovered blurry surveillance footage from a nearby gas station. The footage showed Emily at 8:47 p.m. on the night she vanished. She appeared distracted, glancing over her shoulder as though she was being followed, but no one else was visible in the frame. Her phone records revealed a chilling detail. Emily had dialed 911 at 9:13 p.m., but the call was disconnected before she could speak. Authorities traced the signal to a cell tower near the woods, but no further calls were made. Meanwhile, local residents reported strange occurrences that night. One witness claimed to have seen a shadowy figure moving near the woods around the same time Emily disappeared. Another reported hearing a woman scream, though the source was never located. As the days stretched into weeks, hope of finding Emily alive began to fade. Then, a crucial lead emerged. A hunter exploring the area stumbled upon a piece of Emily's purse buried beneath a pile of leaves. The discovery reignited the investigation and brought renewed urgency to the case. But the deeper investigators dug, the more unsettling the case became. Rumors swirled about Jason Miller, a drifter with a reputation for lurking in the area. His prior run-ins with the law and erratic behavior made him a prime suspect. Could he have crossed paths with Emily on that ill-fated night? Despite mounting evidence, the case was far from straightforward. There were no witnesses to place Jason at the scene of the crime, and questions about his motive loomed large. Investigators knew they had to act quickly to prevent the trail from going cold. By December 2019, the case against Jason Miller was ready to go to trial. It was one of the most highly anticipated hearings Riverdale had ever seen, drawing crowds of residents and media alike. For many, it was more than a trial. It was a fight for closure. The prosecution wasted no time painting Jason as a dangerous and unstable man. They presented forensic evidence linking his DNA to Emily's car. Fibers from Jason's jacket were also found on the torn fabric discovered near the woods. Prosecutors argued this was proof that Jason had struggled with Emily before her disappearance. Key witnesses were called to testify. A gas station attendant recalled seeing Jason just hours before Emily vanished, acting erratically and muttering to himself. Another witness claimed to have seen him leaving the wooded area early the next morning, carrying what appeared to be a large duffel bag. But the defense fought back hard. They argued that the evidence was circumstantial and that there was no direct link between Jason and Emily's disappearance. They highlighted the lack of clear motive and pointed to the possibility of another suspect. The defense attorney questioned why the police had focused so heavily on Jason while ignoring other leads. One of the most emotional moments came when Emily's mother took the stand. Fighting back tears, she described the pain of losing her daughter and her hope that justice would be served. Her testimony left the courtroom silent, a stark reminder of the human cost of this tragedy. Despite the powerful emotional appeals, the defense succeeded in sowing seeds of doubt. Jason's lawyer argued that the timeline didn't definitively place him at the scene of the crime, and questioned the reliability of the forensic evidence, citing potential contamination at the scene. The trial lasted 3 weeks, filled with tense cross examinations, shocking revelations, and heated arguments. The jury was left to wrestle with a question that divided the entire town. Was Jason guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? On January 20th, 2020, the jury delivered its verdict. Guilty. Jason Miller was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Justice, it seemed, had been served, but questions about Jason's motive lingered. In a stunning turn, the prosecution revealed Jason's motive during the sentencing hearing. It was discovered that Jason and Emily had crossed paths weeks earlier when she had confronted him about harassing one of her students near the school. Witnesses reported that Emily had firmly warned Jason to stay away, threatening to call the authorities if she ever saw him again. Investigators believe this encounter fueled Jason's resentment toward Emily. In a moment of anger and twisted revenge, Jason followed her on the night of July 14th, lured her into the woods, and attacked her. He later claimed he hadn't meant to kill her, but panicked when she fought back. Jason's chilling confession finally offered a motive for his heinous actions, but it did little to ease the pain of Emily's family and the community. For them, justice had been served, but no verdict could bring Emily back. As Jason was led away in handcuffs, Emily's family addressed the court. Her father's voice shook as he said, "We will never forgive what he did, but we hope this will protect others from the same fate." In the wake of tragedy, Riverdale mourned Emily's loss. Her family founded a charity in her name, but the scars of her murder remained. Was the whole truth uncovered, or did Riverdale's darkest secret die with Jason? Emily's story is a reminder of the fragility of life and the relentless pursuit of justice. In memory of Emily Clarke, may her light never fade. Rest in peace.